I'm reading a really good book at the moment called Transitions by William Bridges. Now, the subtitle of the book is Making Sense of Life's Changes. And the further sort of subtitle is Strategies for Coping with Difficult and Painful and Confusing Times in Your Life. And I came across a remarkable story in the book where he's basically talking about how at various stages of our lives we come to the realization that, well, either one of two things happens. And he starts off by mentioning the wit of Oscar Wilde, where he basically says the gods have two ways of harshly dealing with us. The first is to deny our dreams, and the second is to grant our dreams. And really that's what he says, is that very often we come to a situation where our dreams have been fulfilled, and we say to ourselves, is this it? Maybe it's becoming a millionaire or whatever. And the other thing is, the other syndrome is the nevers, where after many years of striving and struggling and whatever, we finally realize that we're never going to attain whatever it is that we're going for. We're never going to be the CEO of a company. We're never going to have children. We're never going to be rich or whatever. And what he suggests is that at this stage, very often people are released from almost a spell of striving for stuff, and then they actually become something more. They actually discover who they really are and what they can be. He mentions a few examples. The one is Gandhi, who at 50 discovered or realized the principle of non-violence. And the other one was Lou Andreas Salome, who only became a psychotherapist after the age of 60. But probably the most remarkable story which he mentions is that of Grandma Moses. Kind of did a bit of research on the internet, and turns out she was born as Anna Mary Robinson, and born in 1860, came from a very poor background in the States, married at 17 to a guy called Thomas Moses, and you know, when she was young, her father encouraged the kids to paint, and all her life she really did housework and even like domestic work and all the rest of it. And at about eventually the sort of farm work became a bit heavy for her, so she took up embroidery. And at the age of 76, it just became too. She had arthritis and just became too uncomfortable for her. And she then basically started painting. And happened one day that she ran out of wallpaper and decided to paint a piece of white paper on the wall instead of using wallpaper. And it was called Fireboard, and this has actually been preserved. And she then, at the age of 76, started painting, and only at the age of 80 did she start actually selling her stuff. Did she start being recognized? And quite interestingly, what I found quite interesting was that before her fame, she was charging $1 for a small painting and $3 for a large painting. And in November 2006, her work, Sugaring Off, was sold for $1.2 million. And I just thought it's an amazing story. Thought you might be interested in just having a look at a few of the pictures. And really it's a kind of a lesson that it's never too old to realize what we really cut out to do in life. So if you are suffering from the is this it syndrome, or the never syndrome, who knows, you might still find what you're intended to do.